So far we have covered the editorial and trimming modes in Autodesk Smoke. The final functionality to go through before we move into visual effects is dissolves and wipes. Let's navigate to a cut and ensure the focus point is positioned over the cut on the specific track. A point to remember is that Smoke is sensitive to selection, so please ensure nothing is selected in the sequence by clicking in the dark grey region below the tracks to deselect everything. Looking at the menu bar above the sequence will give you an indication whether or not you have something selected. What you will see is the outgoing and incoming frame at the cut point, as well as the transition button becoming enabled. Click on the transition button and this will bring up the transition ribbon. Click dissolve and a dissolve icon will be added to the cut. The dissolve is only added to the track aligned with the focus point. If you wanted to add multiple dissolves across all the tracks, you press Shift-Command-T. This will add dissolves across all the video and audio tracks. I'll just undo that last operation so we can focus on a single dissolve. The first thing I'd like to mention here is that the default duration of the dissolve is 10 frames. This default duration can be modified in the Preferences menu via the top menu bar. The middle toolbar above the sequence will always give you the information about the selected transition, so you can choose whether your dissolve is centered on the cut, starts from the cut, or ends up to the cut. You can also set a custom position over the cut. You can set the dissolve duration numerically or by dragging the edges of the transition icon using the Select tool. You can also set the type of dissolve where an additive mix creates the standard cross-dissolve effect. And finally, you can choose to dip the color by choosing the last option. There are a number of ways to remove transitions in the sequence. You can simply select them in the sequence and press Backspace. Or you can simply press Ctrl-V to return the transition back to a cut. I'm sure you'll choose your favorite. The other transition I wanted to cover is a wipe. As before, click the Transition button on the toolbar and choose the Wipe button. The adjustment settings are the same as the dissolve for the duration and start point. In addition to those functions, you can adjust various aspects of the wipe. For instance, the wipes in Autodesk Smoke are based on the standard SMPTE patterns. To change a wipe, click on the Pattern button in the toolbar. This will take you into the file browser where you can scroll through the various patterns. To display the patterns as proxies rather than just titles, click the Proxies button at the top left-hand corner of the screen. You can now scroll through the patterns and choose the most applicable. One final point to mention is that all the transition effects have an advanced editor to tweak the effects. If you enter into the editor, you will discover that in each case of the wipes, that they are actually vector masks that you can grab and animate. You can even create your own ones from scratch. This is just a taste of things to come. In the next video, I'll go through all the basics and understandings of how effects work in the sequence.